If you would like to have some fun, get your paper and your pencil right away. We're going to learn to draw cartoons the original Frank Webb way. Hurry up, get your paper and your pencil right away. We're going to learn to draw cartoons the original Frank Webb way. Now, this is the way that Frank Webb draws, and you can do it too. Just follow every line he makes, he'll show you in a moment or two. Hurry up, get your paper and your pencil right away. We're going to learn to draw cartoons the original Frank Webb way.
Hi, boys and girls, and you grown-ups too. It's nice to have you with us again today, and I hope you have your pencils and paper ready. You know, you'll find that drawing cartoons is not only entertaining, but it's relaxing. And I'm certainly glad to see that the parents are joining in and drawing with the children, too. And, you know, we have Luke again with us. And how are you, Linda?
Oh, just fine. Thank you. I just wanted to tell you what a wonderful thing I think it is for you to teach the children to draw.
Well, thank you, Linda. I really enjoy teaching the children.
You know, I wanted to ask a favor. I was wondering if you could draw a picture of my landlord.
Your landlord?
Yes, he owns our chicken house. His name is Sam Shovel.
Well, let's see. Now, could you tell me what he looks like?
Well, yes, he has a rather large nose, a long beard, and he wears a straw hat.
Well, that gives me a pretty good idea, Linda. We'll draw him with our first lesson. But now, here's Valerie with our fine guest who came to draw with us.
We're all ready for our drawing lesson, Frank. All here, present and accounted for, just eagerly awaiting that first lesson. And you know, I noticed someone else wandering in a minute ago. Another little visitor from our forest friends. A nice little black and white piggy. Hello there, little fella. Here, piggy, piggy, piggy. I don't know where he comes from, but every now and then he drops in and looks us over. Why don't you call him, Frank, and see if he comes to you?
No, we'll just let him alone. He seems to be having a good time. I think that's about all the time we have to watch him, too. Now we're ready for our first drawing lesson. Now, our real young artist friends out there in the audience can draw this lesson right along with us, too, because I'm going to make this real simple for you. And it's drawn with a capital letter S, like this. And it's going to be this Sam Shovel, the farmer, and he's going to be peeking out from the corner of his barn. So I think he's looking for crows. So continue this line around like that and put a little oval in there, a little dark line. Now, put another line there and another line in between those. That's going to be Sam Shovel's hair, locks of hair right over his forehead. Now right down here, right about that point, curve a line. This is going to be his straw hat, right up to meet that. That's it. Now right at this point, curve this up and back, right to about there, then down, a little break in there in this old straw hat. He's had it for 35 years, so it's worn out in spots. So then down there again, a few locks of his gray hair coming out of that part. And then a fold, a little bend here in his straw hat, and shade it just a little bit. Now while you're catching up with me, I'll draw some straw lines in this hat, just little simple lines like this, and sort of break them up to look like full straw, his hat. Now we'll give Sam Shovel an eyebrow like that, and a line under there. His eyes are wide open. So an oval there and blacken it in. And he doesn't need glasses to see these crows he's looking for. Now his beard, see his short choppy line there, and just follow me right along with my pencil. See with these short choppy lines right out to about there. Then from the middle of his nose, bring them out again, down to meet this point of his beard. See, right to there. That's it. Now, a little oval and darkened in, that's his mouth. See, he's sort of surprised. Surprise expression there. And near there. Now, I think right at this point, see, that ear is C, the letter C, and then a line in there. At this point, we'll take a quick look and see how our guests are doing on the show. And from where I sit, they all look very busy over there. I like to see them all drawing together, too. Now, we'll get back to our drawing lesson of Sam Shovel. Now, here's his chin line and his neckline out like that. And you can draw your own fence. So you may want to copy the fence in your own yard. So he's peeking right over the fence like that. So that completes your drawing lesson, except for a few locks of hair there, of Sam Shovel, the farmer.
My, you are talented, Mr. Webb. That looks exactly like Sam Shovel.
Well, thank you, and I'm glad you like the drawing, Linda.
Oh, I think it's just fine. You know, my children like to draw, too. My boy...
So?
Yes, my boy Egbert does very well indeed.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Yes, of course, it just looks like a lot of chicken scratchings, but they do try.
Well, that's the most important part, is trying.
I think so.
Now, Linda, if you'll excuse me for just one moment, I have something I'd like to say to all our friends out there.
Well, you go right ahead.
Thank you. Now, boys and girls, I'd like to hear from all of you and your parents, too, and all the grown-ups who are drawing along with the children. And all the drawings that you send me will go into our friendly mailbox. And that way it will give me an idea of how you're progressing with your drawing lessons. Well, friend Hawk is perched on our mailbox again. He's waiting for the mail, I guess. We're always glad to see him, too. Now let's start the second half of our drawing lesson. Now, Tommy Turtle's with us, and he's going to give us our first drawing lesson. How are you, Tommy?
I'm fine, Mr. Webb.
Well, that's good, Tommy. Now, I have a pencil all sharpened for Tommy here, and Tommy, you'll have to eat your lunch later because we have to get along with this drawing lesson.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Tommy. Now, you grab your pen. No, not my... Wait, just a moment. You've got my finger, Tommy. There. See, Tommy, kid's around with me once in a while, but he doesn't really mean it. He doesn't bite hard either. Now, Tommy, Tommy's going to draw this little chicken for you. A little hen, and I'll talk for him as he's drawing, so draw almost like a letter L there for the little chicken's beak. Isn't that right, Tommy? Okay. Now he says to double that, like this, up to that point, and bring another line in there like that. Because if I'm not mistaken, this chicken's going to be clucking. You know, cluck, cluck, like that. Because I think she just laid an egg. Then follow Tommy right around like that with the chicken feathers for the little chicken's head. Then an eyebrow, and the chicken's eyes are closed. All right. Now a line up there, just like Tommy's drawing, like a N, and another one, and another one. And blacken those in. Just follow Tommy. That's it. Right like that. Now, Tommy, I want you to draw his neck now. Her neck. And then the back of the little hen. Right around there. And part of the little hen's wing. You're doing very well, Tommy. You keep right at it. Because I know all our artist friends are following right along with you. Now here, Tommy is drawing the nest. Let's see, Tommy looked around to see if you were all following him. Then here's the rest of the little nest there. Tommy practices a lot too. See, the practice makes perfect, you know. Oh, Tommy wants to put some... Oh, that's it. That's what it is. Cluck. Cluck, cluck. Well, you've done very well on that, Tommy, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot of fine drawings from all of our friends that like to draw with you. And thanks very much. You're welcome. Now, that completes our drawing lesson for now. And let's have Valerie show one of our guest drawings.
I think we'll have a look at Betty's drawing today. She's been doing so well over here. Betty, may we see what you did? Oh, here it is. Oh, very good, yes. Look, teacher, isn't this good work?
Very good. Now, I'd like to show you a few of our drawings again from our friendly mailbox. Now, here's a very, very fine drawing from Dawn Crozier. Dawn is 12 years old, and he drew the circus lady shooting her husband out of the cannon. You know, the human cannonball at the circus? That's very well drawn, and it's in watercolor. Here's a drawing that amazed me, and in fact, I telephoned this lady to ask her how she did it at her age, 87 years old. Now, Kate Dykeman is her name, and I received 4 or 5 drawings from Mrs. Dykeman, and that's actually her age, 87 years old, and she sits right there on the television and draws right along with me. And this is the rooster. Very well done. Now, that's all the time I have right now. I hope you've enjoyed drawing with me, and you'll be back for my next lesson.
Now wasn't that a lot of fun? And you see what you can do with a little line here and a little line there and a polka dot or two.